Hi guys, it's me, Jerry, back here in the lovely Bowl of Love home kitchen studio, aka my house. Now, here we have uh, today we're going to make that our curry pork stew. But first we need to go through the different equipment that we need and and for it. And yes, you're going to have to first take notes and then go get the equipment, go get the ingredients, and figure it out from there. Okay, here we go. Step one, get a kitchen. Now, you might think that's funny and that we don't really need to worry about that, but that's not true. Many people who might be watching us maybe college students, maybe young kids, maybe a person who lives in a hospice. Who knows? But no matter what, you need to go ahead and find a kitchen. Step one. Step two, try and find pots, pans with lids. Now, if you see behind me, hanging on the wall, are different pots, different pans, different things for cooking. And on the stove is one pot for making my rice and one pot for making my curry stew. With these equipments, you also need a few other interesting items that might be useful to have in your kitchen. So, once you find your kitchen and you're looking for equipment, here's this equipment that you should be looking for. Equipment number one, a sturdy chef's knife. Somewhere in this kitchen, I'm sure, maybe your mom's kitchen, your significant other's kitchen, perhaps even a kitchen that you've borrowed from your grandmother, or maybe you just walked into a stranger's house, which is really wrong. It's called breaking and entering. Don't do that. But at the same time, you want to find a chef's knife, one set of tongs, one vegetable peeler, one 2-cup measuring cup with spout. You can find one of these just about anywhere in a grocery store in the equipment aisle. It holds 2 cups of product. It'll give you different measurements for what you need up to, and it will actually substitute for the things that you need for liquid ingredients up to 2 cups. You only would have to have 1 cup instead of the set of cups that I've shown you before. On top of that, you should look for a set of bowls. For this project, I have 2 bowls, one for proteins and one for vegetables. Also, you're now going to go into the fact that you also need to make sure and buy yourself a cutting board. A simple cutting board can be found in your utensil aisle, or if you really can't find one there, go ahead and look at into your local kitchen equipments, and you might be able to find in kitchen stores, and you might be able to find one. I recommend to buy good, solid, sturdy. It's going to be handling a lot of chopping and cutting and what have you. Don't buy those flimsy little ones that they show on TV that's paper thin and it's going to be able to pick up your items and dump it into the pot, and look how cool that is. They wear out very quickly. You're going to find yourself putting your knife through them and wondering how come your countertop that you've borrowed from a stranger has been beaten up. So don't do that. Now, for our recipe today, we are going to need some oil, 2 onions, 3 carrots, 2 large potatoes, or 4 small potatoes, 2 green onions, 4 stalks of celery, some jasmine rice, some pork loin. This is pork loin. It's cut into chops. We're going to end up cutting it into 1-inch squares. We'll show you how you do that. And then finally, a curry sauce mix. These can be found in the Asian aisle. They don't call that anymore. They call it international foods. They try to be politically correct. You know it as the Asian aisle. Go ahead and go down there, find it, and go ahead and get yourself your curry mix. Now, what we're going to do now, I'll do a quick pan and show you everything that you might need. Go ahead and write it down, remember it, and go from there. Okay? Okay, now, I'm going to get my handy dandy camera device, aka my phone, figured out and set up, and then we're going to go ahead and start making our stew. Now, don't go away. Don't run. Be there.